May 1945. The Allied troops reached Berlin. Hitler committed suicide. Germany surrendered. The world celebrates the end of World War II. 2 months later, another celebration took place in Berlin, the Potsdam Conference. The Soviet Union, the United States, and the United Kingdom were represented by Joseph Stalin, Harry Truman, who replaced Roosevelt, and the new British Prime Minister, Attlee. Truman expressed the aim of America.
Forget that we are fighting for peace and for the welfare of mankind. We want peace and prosperity for the world as a whole.
It was clear that the Americans wanted peace and prosperity for the world, but Stalin had another plans. He wanted to expand communism and keep his strong power. But even if Stalin was now an ally, he was a genocide. He had murdered millions of Polish and thousands of his detractors. Churchill, that was no longer Prime Minister, warned about the real threat of communism. On March the 5th, 1946, he talked at Harvard University about the existence of an iron curtain. Behind it were all the communist countries and satellites dominated by Stalin.
From Stettin in the Baltic to Trieste in the Adriatic, an iron curtain has descended across the continent. Behind that line lie all the capitals of the ancient states of Central and Eastern Europe. Except in the British Commonwealth and in the United States, where communism is in its infancy, the communist parties, or fifth columns, constitute a growing challenge and peril to Christian civilization. Whatever conclusions may be drawn from these facts, in fact they are, this is certainly not the liberated Europe we fought to build up.
Greece was in the middle of a civil war and Turkey was pursued by the Soviets. Stalin wanted the control of the passage between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean. Britain could no longer help Greeks and Turks against communists. It was the moment of the USA. They feared the infection of communism from country to country. Truman gave his speech to the Congress on March 12, 1947.
The free peoples of the world look to us for support in maintaining their freedoms. If we falter in our leadership, we may endanger the peace of the world, and we shall surely endanger the welfare of this country.
But the whole Europe was devastated. For America, the only way to peace was through an economical recovery. America was the only country who could afford it. U.S. Secretary of State George Marshall announced his plan at Harvard University on June 5, 1947. He said that all the European countries could be included, even the East ones. The United States spent high amounts of money, more than $13 billion by 1952, when the plan came to an end. But Stalin refuses to join. On July 2nd, the Soviet Foreign Minister Molotov walked out of a meeting in Paris. Even if Czechoslovakia wanted to be part of the plan, Stalin advised them not to accept the USA money. Its exclusion was the ruin for the country. Stalin didn't want Germany to be strong and recovered. The Western Allies agreed to pour one song, having one currency. The Soviet reaction was to cut all the access to West Berlin. Truman decided that people could not die of hunger due to the Berlin blockade. As a response, the Allies started the Berlin Army.
I made 208 flights from November around to May or June of '49. Now remember, these were 4-engine airplanes. They carried a load of 10 tons of whatever. And we needed 450 tons a day just to keep those people in West Berlin alive.
After 11 months, the Berlin blockade was over. but tensions between East and West was at the highest point. The Cold War lasted until 1989, when finally the Berlin Wall fell, and democracy was reestablished.
But I know we'll meet again some sunny day.